Hi there, it's Sam Ladner again, and I'm going to talk about another book that I thought was super useful for me and might be useful for you too as a researcher. This book is called Laboratory Life, and it's by Bruno Latour and Steve Woolgar, and with an introduction by Jonas Salk. So some of you in the biological sciences may know who that is. This is an ethnography of scientists. So I found this book. Actually, I didn't find it. It was given to me as one of the readings that I had to do in grad school when I was studying the sociology of science and technology. And this book is super useful for researchers, particularly those who are qualitative researchers, so that they can understand a little bit about how quote unquote hard science actually functions. And it turns out a lot of people who call themselves scientists don't actually act very quote unquote scientifically. And in fact, one of the things that they talk about the most in this, which I think is really interesting, is this concept of the manufacturing of scientific facts. So they talk about how researchers, scientists in the lab, actually act a lot like qualitative researchers most of the time. And when they are creating academic papers for peer review and they're collecting data and they're generating charts, they're manufacturing facts. In the sense that they're going through this process where they're creating something that can qualify as quote unquote scientific, but they aren't actually purely following the scientific method. This book is super useful for researchers because it helps you understand how people think about science, even the most scientific of people, how they think about science and how they practice science, so that you can deal with the question, how many people did you talk to? We hate that question, don't we? This book is a really thoughtful companion to that, because if you watch how the scientists work and then you watch how your stakeholders work, you'll see that there's a lot of similarities between how science is practiced and how business, supposedly data-driven business, is practiced. It's not as scientific as we think. So really enlightening, useful. Take a look, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.